As the final pints were being poured before sales of alcohol in pubs, bars and restaurants in Wales were banned, the country's First Minister was giving a stark warning, explaining why tough restrictions are needed.
We are now experiencing an unmistakable rise in coronavirus once again. And that pattern is now true of all ages here in Wales, both those aged under 25, but also this week, now in the over 60 age group. The result is that every day we are seeing more and more people admitted to hospital with coronavirus symptoms.
Hope for a turning point now rests with the vaccine. This will be one of the first vaccination centres to open in South Wales. NHS and social care staff will begin receiving the vaccine on Tuesday. For them, it can't come soon enough.
I think it's a little bit of light at the end of a very dark tunnel. You know, it's been a very dark 9 months, both from the perspective of, just volumes of work, but also kind of the tragicness of how young and fit some of the patients have been that we've treated and unfortunately that we've lost. The sad fact that a lot of them are not able to have their relatives with them. So actually a vaccination, which is the kind of first step towards the end of this, is a very, very welcome step.
It's less than a month since businesses were welcoming people back after the 17-day so-called firebreaker lockdown in Wales. But with coronavirus cases rising, time is once again being called. Here in Monmouth, people are split over whether it'll work to bring cases down. In reality, are people just going to nip across the border to the pub?
Yes. I mean, we're like 2 minutes up the road and, people are just going to nip up and have a pint up there and all that, and that's what's going to happen.
I feel very sorry for a lot of businesses. It's awful.
I think it's absolute lunacy, and I think Drakeford's lost his marbles, frankly.
I think he's doing his best. I feel sorry for him. He's got to make terrible decisions and he'll please nobody.
It's now past 6 p.m. and all the pubs in Wales are closed. Many will stay shut until these restrictions are lifted. They say the ban on sales of alcohol plus enforced early closing mean it's simply not worth opening. For them, a tough Christmas lies ahead, but the Welsh Government insists they had to act in order to save lives. Becky Johnson, Sky News in Monmouth.